Yeah.
Okay. Quote, "It may be also within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God." End quote. This is a line of the Hippocratic Oath, sworn by every doctor since 1964. Listen to it carefully. "It may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty." It doesn't say never take life, or that life is sacred. It says that this responsibility must be faced with great caution, so that we do not become conceited and play at God. Now, it would be callous of me to use this loophole as an argument to legalize euthanasia, and I will do no such thing. The negative has made it clear that life has a sacred value that human beings should not infringe upon, that it is morally wrong to do so. I will instead match their argument in morality. No one would know the Hippocratic Oath better than a doctor, yes? So consider the death of Sigmund Freud, a name that you would all know well. He, at the age of 80-something, I don't know, I didn't write it down, it was dying, and he was in wretched pain, and he requested euthanasia in sound mind. His physician was his friend, promised to euthanize him when the moment arose. Freud had long believed that people should be killed under such circumstances. Tell me, is letting an old man die quickly and peaceably a crime, an amoral act? Keep that in mind that a personal doctor didn't kill Freud, it was his friend who did the act. And as, what was your name again? Steve? As Steve here said so previously, even while a patient requests death, he does not have the right to end his own life. I don't believe that taking the right to die away from somebody is morally justified, no matter what you say about the value of their life is. What? It is killing, and I won't shy away from that. Our argument for euthanasia is a policy that legalizes murder, but one cannot be so limited as to say that all killing is amoral. What we offer is not the chance to play at God, but the choice of a painless death as opposed to a lasting pain. The negative is not entirely wrong, only that in some cases, a few extreme cases, allowances must be made. And here's the plan for such allowances. It is based on the Oregon plan, and the conditions for an applicant is that they must be over 18 years old, and younger children may have their parents speak on their behalf, capable as defined to be able to make healthcare decisions and psychologically stable, and diagnosed with a terminal illness that will lead to death within 6 months, and cannot be treated by any means. The patient must make 2 oral requests to his or her physician, separated by 15 days, and sign a waiver that written requests to her physician in the presence of 2 witnesses. Physicians must make the diagnosis and prognosis, and must also make sure that he or she is psychologically stable. If none of these conditions are met, or they can refer him or her to a psychological exam. They will be given every chance to stop up until the moment of euthanization. The actual killing dose will be a sedative, followed by a muscle relaxant which will stop the heart, a guaranteed peaceable death. Cases of euthanasia outside of these conditions are equitable to premeditated murder. This law, while it will help relatively little to the millions of people in hospitals, will offer another option to those who lived devoid of physical and emotional meaning, another step on the road to civilization. I realize that it doesn't save money, not in the grand scheme of things, but the point here isn't to save money. It's to help those who are in pain and to help them pass on peaceably. Now, after I finish, the affirmative will have 7 minutes to throw this fact over and over into your face. It will say that how it is a dangerous policy to legalize euthanasia, how it is an amoral act. But in the end, all the rhetoric they spew out will not stop the pain of a man losing his life, losing his skin to cancer, or the despair of a woman wasting away with a degenerative disease. They will try, in short, to convince you that surely life living in a living hell is better than having another person ended. It will do nothing to help those in pain, nothing at all, but it will be entertaining to hear. Vote affirmative.